are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. Flushed out right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And this is caught by Evans.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Brady. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Brady gives this one off to Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. Give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Brady. Oh, he can't Brady will go down. A.J. Epinesa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. To the air, Allen finding some room in midfield, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Beasley, got him on a slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard. To throw, it's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Brady to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And again, it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On play action, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Jones. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Allen gonna throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Allen to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. One final try here for Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Wait, 20! Target! Check 4! Shift! Watch the shift!
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A tackle made there by Ronnie Perkins.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, a run with Ball. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Bucs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.